Our minds wander from one thing to another, don't they? But this isn't necessarily our fault. The truth is that we all live in a world that is designed to distract us. The good news is that we can change this by learning new habits. Cal Newport's book. Now, he gives us 4 very powerful rules for controlling our attention. Let's go through them one by one. So, in this analysis, we will first look at the struggle for attention. Then, we will look at the 4 laws of attention that Cal Newport put forward: working hard, accepting boredom, taming technology, and eliminating easy tasks. Finally, we will discuss how attention can become the superpower of our time. Let's stop and think about why. In this era of abundant technology, it is so rare to simply focus on one thing. Because in today's economy, uninterrupted attention has become a very valuable thing. And people who have this ability are in great demand. When we look at our work life, we can divide it into 2. One is superficial work, and the other is deep work. What we call superficial work is answering emails, social media, endless meetings. But deep work is the opposite. It is when we go inside and use our minds to create something new and valuable. What is the problem? The modern work culture does not encourage deep work. So the Newport deep work solution looks like this. The point is that it's not just about getting a lot of work done. It's about creating something of value that others can't easily replicate. Okay, let's get back to the first rule. The main message is that attention is not something we do when we feel like it. It's a habit, like a monk. We need to build organized systems that allow us to give our full attention, even for an hour. So how do we build this habit? There are 3 main steps. First, choose your way of working. For example, isolating yourself for a certain period of time, or setting aside focused time every day. Second, create a workspace that is free from distractions. Third, set strict rules for working hours. The decision to not allow phones helps us focus on the task at hand. Okay, we've built habits for deep work. But how do we maintain that focus when we're not working? This brings us to the second rule: embracing boredom. It is not about laziness. It is about strengthening our attention span by breaking the habit of constantly searching for new stimulation. If we feel bored and immediately reach for our phone, our ability to focus has been eroded. Being able to just be bored is a real power. So, one key is to plan breaks, not take them impulsively. Set limited times for internet use, and do physical activities like walking. You can use a technique called productive meditation to think deeply about a specific problem. When we let our minds wander, this leads directly to the third rule: tame the tools you use. This is not about declaring war on technology. It is about choosing carefully only the tools that are useful for our work and our lives. It is about removing the ones that steal focus. There are 2 mindsets here. The all-purpose mentality. If a tool has a small benefit, we use it without considering the harm. The professional mentality. We use a tool only when the benefit far outweighs the cost. Okay, we have chosen our tools wisely. Now, the final step is to clean our house. The 4th rule is to reduce the number of simple tasks. Identify and eliminate useless tasks that fill your day. On average, a knowledge worker spends 75% of their time on simple, shallow tasks. Think about that. Companies like 37 Signals showed they could cut an entire workday out of the week by eliminating this excess. So how do we get that 75% back? Plan every minute. Measure the depth of your work. Talk to your manager and set a budget for shallow tasks. Be hard to reach. Learn to say no. In conclusion, one thing should be clear. This is not just about working efficiently. It is the key to living a meaningful life and creating lasting value. Cultivating the habit of deep work is more than productivity. It is about standing out from the crowd and joining the focused few. It is a life-changing experience. And the ultimate message is this: We must guard our attention as a precious resource, not waste it on things that will be forgotten in a week. It is the superpower of our time, and it will build our future.